So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by clicking on the PayPal link in the description box, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Also, leave us a thumbs up. It helps us get more views.
Well, huge news breaking right now where InfoWars is under attack, free speech is under attack, conservative speech is under attack. Well, we're fighting back. Not only is our audience fighting back by supporting us at InfoWarsStore.com, now you have the Trump administration, the Trump campaign manager, Brad Parscale, warning big tech on Twitter, hey, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Facebook, everybody, we're watching. This is your opportunity to make sure the playing field is level. Alex Jones obviously was spearheading the watching of the big tech giants that are centering conservatives. He's on the phone with us now. Alex, when you saw this, what was the first thing that came to your mind seeing Trump's new campaign manager saying, hey, look, big tech, we're watching you. We know what you're doing.
We're going to get to this video in just a second. I just wanted to give you a quick Operation Hal reminder that you can click on the link in the description box below and sign up for our online InfoWarrior training camps. We are now determined to raise up 1,000 YouTube channels just as powerful as Operation Hal. If you're one of those people who wants to have a YouTube channel like Operation Hal that reaches millions of people per month and generates revenue for the information war, click on the link in the description box below and sign up for our free training.
Well, we knew this was coming thanks to the audience and thanks to Drudge Report and thanks to everybody else speaking out and pointing out that there is a purge of not just InfoWars, but thousands and thousands of Christian, pro-gun, pro-military, shooting clubs, you name it, in the last 3 weeks. And that actually News Corp met with Google, Facebook, and Twitter going back again about 4.5 weeks ago and bragged that they were going to work with the left to come in and shut down censorship. Well, now there's the headline up on InfoWars.com directly linking to his tweets. Brad Parscale, who was really one of the chief people in the Trump campaign, head of their internet operations, now the head of Trump 2020, which means really head of Trump's outreach to the public for the next 3 years as we go into 2020. So the Trump administration fires first shot across big tech's bow, warns them of censorship. Trump 2020 campaign manager Brad Parscale warns big tech, we are watching. And then we've got his tweet here, hey, Facebook, Twitter, and Google, we are watching. This is your opportunity to make sure the playing field is level. And, of course, the playing field is not level. Hillary is openly cheerleading that she's planning to run again insanely, or Joe Biden, that don't worry, she'll win because by the time she runs and by the time 2018 is over, they're going to have internet censorship in place. But the great news is now the White House gets it. They know what's going on. They've put 2 top lawyers in at the Securities and Exchange Commission and also at the Federal Trade Commission, heading up both groups that are antitrust, that are anti-monopoly, and that understand what Google, Facebook, and Twitter have been doing, creating these monopolies and then discriminating. So this is really, really super news, and everybody's got to get the article out that's on InfoWars.com. There's another article about it as well. It's very well written at Breitbart.com. Of course, DrudgeReport.com, along with the American people, receives the lion's share of credit. And it's not about credit, but we need to realize how close we are to oblivion. If Drudge hadn't pointed out the conservative purge starting 3 weeks ago and followed Dr. Corsi being banned and us being banned and everybody else being banned and linked directly to it and made it the #1 story off and on for several days, it wouldn't have broken out. It wouldn't have gotten to the White House. So thank God for DrudgeReport.com. This is a huge situation. I hope throughout the day you cover it more and talk about all the guests, because we as an audience need to keep pushing this and let this be their Waterloo, because they thought they'd come in, censor us, engage in incredibly draconian, abusive systems. They thought that they would get away with all of this, but now it is completely and totally and absolutely blown up in their face spectacularly. But we've got to keep pushing, keep pushing. We're getting ready to file lawsuits. It's just we've got a lot going on. Obviously, they keep hitting us with new ones while we prepare for the next ones. But we are preparing the lawsuits. We're preparing the protest against Google, Twitter, Facebook. They want to fight, they've got one. That's our motto here. You want to fight, better believe you got one, because there's a war on for your mind. So it's on. Now, shifting gears to another huge top story. You knew it was coming. They denied global government. They denied corporate world government. They're tax exempt and above the law. But once you force people to admit that Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon pay zero tax, that they run basically Chinese slave factories in many cases, in the case of Apple and others, once you show they're allied with the communist Chinese, people get why they're funding leftist movements, why they're funding the breakup of the family, why they're funding the beta male movement to weaken this country, and they brag about it, and they celebrate it. It is a sickening, admitted, total and complete takeover, like the goals of the communists that came out in the House Committee on Un-American Activities in the 50s. They said the plan is to break up the family and emasculate the male. Well, that has been done, and it's all declassified now. Those of us that are resisting are now called the enemy, and it's an incredible time to be alive. So now at Huffington Post, MSNBC, you name it, they're saying when people bring up the fact that, okay, you're getting rid of globalists, we're getting rid of people, Fox News asked the question, like Cohen and others, that believe in global government, that believe in a private corporate group basically ruling the world. Will Trump bring in another globalist? And I don't care if he brings in globalists as long as we get our policies, because globalists know how to get things done and where the bodies are buried. So it's all about policy. They're now calling that anti-Semitic. Now listen, David Rockefeller created modern globalism. It just means private corporate world government, tax exempt, that then gets so powerful and so wealthy it takes over the nation state and then sets up a world government, okay, with a new form of royalty, basically. It's corporate fascism, corporate crony capitalism taken to the extreme, and then it works and sets up dictatorships and forms of oppression in the different zones it controls. So the Chinese dictator went to Davos 13 months ago, in 2017 and said, I will defeat Trump, I will defeat America, all us globalists rally behind China, we will win. Juncker, the heir to the Nazi fortune, the dictator of the EU, unelected, said, I agree. We will join forces to stop America and stop their economic recovery, and we'll launch economic warfare on them to stop them. They failed in the last 13, 14 months. So that's globalism. A grandson of the richest Nazi family, whose father was a top Nazi, and his grandfather was the number 2 Nazi in Germany economically. Number 1 economically, but number 2 beside Hitler. Juncker bombers, whole 9 yards, look it up, folks. And the Chinese communist dictatorship. So a Nazi and a communist Chinese person are at the top of globalism. It's a world system, but now you can't label tyranny, because they're going to say, oh, you prove world government's real. And the system of world government is called globalism. Different from world citizens or world travelers or world peace or people working together. That's fine. I'm not against people being international. That's great. What I'm saying is globalism is an authoritarian world model. So now they're saying if you try to engage in resisting that and exposing it, you're anti-Semitic. Well, next, if they don't like the word America or freedom, they'll just say it's anti-Semitic. They already say the Declaration of Independence is bad. They already say this, that the Star Spangled Banner is evil. This is the plan. They can't deny globalism is the world system. They can't deny it's authoritarian. So now they're just going to claim it's anti-Semitic. Here is a short clip of Sarah Huckabee Sanders being asked about it.
Just about Gary Cohn. He was a noted free trader or globalist. Will the president seek another globalist, another free trader?
I'm not going to get ahead of the president's announcement on who will replace Gary. Follow up on.
So there you go. And then they go on to say, oh, my gosh, will he be replaced with another globalist? And that just means someone that supports this hegemonic global power structure. Owen Schroyer, I've got a few other topics I'm going to hit after this break, and then I'm going to turn the ship over to you. I've got some really interesting, important information going on here with not just California, but Colorado and other areas. Just watching the local news while I'm here in Colorado. What I've been trying to watch, I was in a restaurant and saw it, an illegal alien who's done hit and runs, other crimes, you name it. The sheriff's department's protecting him from deportation. We've also got, out in California, it turns out ICE, people were warned about ICE who were convicted felons, robbers, rapists, you name it. I mean, this is just the lawlessness of the globalist waging war against this country. But look how far we've come, Owen. That now globalism's out in the open, world government's out in the open, big tech censorship of nationalists, conservatives, Christians, veterans is out in the open. I mean, I'm telling you, as long as we fight back, we're going to win, and that's why this audience is so awesome, because they are the heart of this thing.
Well, and I think the fact that Brad Parscale is warning Facebook, Twitter, and Google tells you that he sees our audience crying, saying, look at the censorship of free speech. He sees InfoWars. He sees everyone. He sees Republican candidates that are getting banned on Facebook, getting banned on Twitter. And so he's like, look, we're watching you. We see what's going on. This is the info war. You better have a level playing field, or I don't know, maybe there's a antitrust lawsuit in your future. Maybe you need to be broken up in the future. So this is the info war. We've been preparing for it, Alex, and Thank
That's
God you have the audience and you've built this platform.
Hey everybody! I just wanted to break in real quick for an Operation Hal Info Warrior update. Many of you thousands of Operation Hal subscribers are passionate patriots. We can tell because of the comments that you leave in the comment section. But America needs more than just passionate comments from anonymous subscribers. America needs info warriors who are willing to spread information. Believe it or not, us patriots, we are beginning to win the info war. We are on the march and the enemy is on the run. They never anticipated this explosion of social media. The bad guys who are behind the scenes attempting to destroy our republic, they didn't realize that platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook would give voice to those of us who haven't been fooled by the fake news, Project Mockingbird, CIA-ran media. Patriots like you and me now have a level playing field to take part in the war for the soul of our nation. And the good news is, we don't even have to use guns. We can simply use our home computers and laptops, just like I'm doing right now. In fact, the Operation Hal YouTube channel has reached over 73,000 unique individuals just this month. So if you want to get off of the sideline and onto that playing field, we at Operation Hal want to help. We have helped over 18,000 individuals just like you. Learn how to create and distribute content online. It doesn't matter if you're a novice with computers or a pro. Operation Hal is willing to train you for free in our simple techniques that will allow you to have a voice in our nation.
Hey guys, normally at this point in the video, we would tell you to email Mackenzie, but unfortunately YouTube is threatening to cancel our Gmail account as well. So if you want to sign up for the free online info warrior training, click on the link in the description box below and you can sign up directly for our next boot camp.